Hello everyone. Last time I read to you The Little House, page 8. So let's continue. On page 9, snorted and filled the hollow log with thick, choking smoke. Pa shut the door and a little smoke squeezed out of the crack around it. And little smoke came out through the roof, but most of it was shut in the meat. There's nothing better than hickory smoke, Pa said. That will make good venison that will keep anywhere in any weather. Then he took his gun, slinging his axe on his shoulder. He went away to the clearing to cut down some more trees. Laura and Ma watched the fire for several days. When smoke stopped coming through the cracks, Laura would bring more hickory chips to Ma would and Ma would put them on the fire under the meat. All the time there was a little smell of smoke in the yard, and when the door was opened, a thick, smokery, meaty smell came out. At last, Pa said the venison had smoked long enough. Then they let the fire go out, and Pa took all the strips and pieces of meat out of the hollow tree. Ma wrapped each piece neatly in paper and hung them in the attic where they would keep safe and dry. One morning, Pa went away before daylight with a horse and a wagon, and that night he came home with a wagon load of fish. The big wagon box was piled full of some of the fish were as big as Laura. Pa had gone to Lake Pimpy and caught them all with a net. Ma cut large slices of flaky white fish without one bone for Laura and Mary. They all feasted on the good fresh fish. All they did not eat fresh as salted down with barrels for winter. Pa owned a pig. It ran wild in the big woods, living on acorns and nuts and roots. Now he caught it and put it in a pen made of logs to fatten. He would be butcher it as soon as the weather was cold enough to keep the pork frozen. Once in the middle of the night, Laura woke up and heard the pigs squealing. Pa jumped out of bed, snatched his gun from the wall, and ran outdoors. Then Laura heard the gun go off once, twice. When Pa came back, he told what happened. He had seen a big black bear standing beside the pig pen. The bear was reaching into the pen to grab the pig, and the pig was running and squealing. Pa said this in snarling, and he fired quickly. But the night was dimming, and in his haste to miss the bear ran off into the woods, not hurt at all. Laura was sorry Pa did not get the bear. She liked bear meat so much. Pa was sorry, too. But he said, "Anyway, I saved the raccoon." The garden behind the little house had been grown all summer. It was so near the house that the deer did not jump the fence and eat the vegetables all the day, and at night he had kept them away. Sometimes in the morning there were little hoof prints among the carrots and the cabbages, but Jack's tracks were there, too, and the deer had jumped right out again. Now the potatoes and carrots, the beets and turnips and cabbages were gathered and stored in the cellar, for freezing nights had come. Onions were made into long ropes, braided together by their tops, and they were hung in the attic beside threads of big red peppers strung on threads. The pumpkins and the squash were peeled in orange and yellow and green heaps in the attic corners. The barrels of salt fish were in the pantry, and yellow cheeses were stacked on the pantry shelves. Then one day Uncle Henry came riding out the big woods. He had come to help Pa butcher. Ma's big butcher knife was ready sharpened, and Uncle Henry had bought Aunt Polly's butcher knife. Near the pig pen, Pa and Uncle Henry built a bonfire and heat a great kettle of water over it. When the water was boiled, they went to kill the hog. Then Laura ran and hid her head on the bed and stopped her ears with fingers so she could not hear the hog squealing. "It doesn't hurt him, Laura," Pa said. "We do it so quickly." But she did not want to hear him squeal. In a minute she took one finger cautiously out of an ear and listened. The hog had stopped squealing. After that, butchering time was great fun. Bye. Next time.